Tonight, we're going to explore an invention that's allowed human beings to peer into the heavens, revealing parts of the universe that were invisible to the naked eye. This invention is the telescope. We'll trace its development from the earliest handheld instruments through the incredible James Webb Space Telescope, which now orbits the Sun 1,000,000 miles from Earth. There, it gazes into the far reaches of space and time, recording far-away galaxies and long-ago light. We'll also examine some of the discoveries that telescopes have made possible and the celestial secrets they've uncovered. So just relax and let your mind drift as we explore the sleepy history of telescopes. Can you picture the darkened sky at nighttime? The vast blackness, scattered with sparkling stars, the filmy strip of the Milky Way sprawling across it. Our ancestors stared up at that sight long ago and wondered about those twinkling points of light. The view has changed very little since early humans saw it eons ago. And it still has the same power to spark wonder in our hearts today as it has since the dawn of time. Gazing at the vastness of the starscape can still evoke a feeling of curiosity, amazement, and awe. From the earliest moments of human history, it prompted our forebears to wonder about the story of the stars. They could only watch, wait, and wonder at what they could see with their own eyes in the night sky. Today, though, we can see images deep in space that our ancestors could never have imagined. Yet these images still have the power to induce a great sense of wonder at the mystery and majesty of the cosmos. Take this image, captured not long ago with technology so futuristic that it can sound more like science fiction than actual fact, though I assure you that it is fact indeed. It shows a dramatic spiral glowing bluish-white against a background of star-spangled black. Delicate strands and billowing clouds form the spiral's arms, swirling outward from a center of robin's egg blue. The glowing spiral is a galaxy, a star system far away. Its technical name is M74, but it's also known as the Phantom Galaxy. It's located within the cluster of stars that we humans, viewing from Earth, call the Pisces constellation. The Phantom Galaxy belongs to a category of spiral galaxies that astronomers have named grand design spirals. By this, they mean that its shape is sharp and distinct, as compared to other spiral galaxies whose outlines are vaguer and more amorphous. And the grand design spiral's name fits. The spiral is very grand indeed. Wisps of gas and dust form a lattice pattern that looks as fragile as a spider's web. In the very center of the spiral, there's no gas, revealing a clear view of a knot of stars around which the galaxy swirls. The image is splendid and breathtaking in its beauty. It was captured by the James Webb Space Telescope. This huge telescope was launched into space on Christmas Day in 2021, where it settled into orbit almost 1,000,000 miles from home. Quickly, it began transmitting striking images, revealing previously unseen features of the universe in awe-inducing brilliance. The Webb telescope has produced the clearest images of distant galaxies and far-off details of the heavens ever seen by human eyes. And it's also recorded the clearest images of the past. That's because, on the scale of the universe, space can always equal time. It takes time for the light from distant stars to reach us here on Earth. The farther away the star, the longer its light takes to reach us. If we look at our sun, we're actually seeing it as it was about 8 minutes ago. That's how long it takes for the sun's light to reach us. The next nearest stars are much farther away than our sun, and their light takes some 4 years to reach us. So, when we look upon those stars, we are seeing them as they were 4 years ago. And so it is that when we gaze into the starry night, we're actually looking into the past by 4 years or more. Mostly, much more. For example, let us turn our mind's eyes towards the Orion constellation. The star pattern is most notable for a band of 3 distinct stars that form a line. To the ancient Greeks, this line marked the belt of a mythological hunter named Orion. Within this constellation, we encounter the Orion Nebula, whose light takes 1,500 years to reach us. This means that when we look at it now, we are actually seeing how this nebula looked around the year 500. As for the Phantom Galaxy, our glowing spiral from the beginning of this story, it is 32 million light years away. In other words, that Webb telescope image shows the galaxy as it was 32 million years ago. Long before humans walked the earth, or gazed at the heavens, or conceived of creating instruments to examine the stars. Scientists are using the Webb telescope's phantom galaxy images as part of an effort to discover more about how stars formed during the earlier days of the universe. The telescope's clearer observations will help them get a read on just how old the stars in these galaxies are. They can combine the Webb data with material gathered by other Earth-bound telescopes.